Hey, Melissa here. It is Friday at Dragon Man's. We're having a great week. It's been really busy, but I wanted to make this video because, as you know, we have been stocking suppressors for about the last year. We've got a lot of people in here that are asking a lot of questions about the process, asking a lot of questions about what, suppressor to use and how to mount them, what suppressor is going to be right for your caliber, all this stuff. So I figured I would make a video today just about mounting systems alone. Maybe you know a lot about this, so if so, maybe you don't really need to watch this video, but for those out there that are still kind of confused on how you actually mount specific suppressors to your platform, I'm going to go over like the four main types, which is going to be direct thread, proprietary muzzle brakes, hub adapter muzzle brakes, and hub standard suppressors, plus also tri-lug. So hopefully I don't confuse you guys too much. Try to bear with me and I'll try to kind of break it down for you for each mounting option. So first of all, direct thread is going to be the most simple to understand. You can essentially take off your muzzle brake if you can. Some of them are on there pretty sturdy, so definitely do it the right way with the right tools and all of that to not interfere with the actual threading of your barrel. So you can take off your muzzle brake, and then you can get the suppressor with a direct thread mount. So it has to have the right thread pitch to your barrel. 5.8 by 24 for like 300 blackout, 308, 6.5, 1/2 by 28 for 5.56, 9mm, and just making sure, 1 by 14 for AK. And you can just directly thread it onto your barrel. The downside is that if you torque it to a certain foot-pound one time, you take off that suppressor and then you put it on to another foot-pound the second time that you go to the range, it could actually deviate your point of impact on the target and you lose your zero on your optic. So while it's very simple, unless you keep it on your actual platform, maybe for a while and so forth, if you want to get back to the range and still be at zero, then you probably shouldn't just be taking that on and off all the time. The second most popular way that people mount suppressors is proprietary muzzle brakes. So a lot of suppressors will need a specific muzzle brake that you have to order with it, and then it fits onto the male and the female, and then they fit together. And that's how you mount that suppressor onto your platform. You'll essentially take off your current muzzle brake, and then you can put on that muzzle brake and it'll go on to fit that suppressor. Some aftermarket companies, like this is a Reardon muzzle brake, it has a taper lock system, so it just screws on. It is a proprietary muzzle brake though, and that directly screws onto certain cans like the Q Trash Panda or their Thunder Chicken and so forth. The Q is actually really good because they ship the muzzle brake with the suppressor, so you get like a 2-in-1, whereas a lot of companies do force you to buy the muzzle brake to fit that suppressor. So, little added costs that maybe you can't, totally foresee. So definitely balance that all out if it does need a proprietary muzzle brake. The third way that you can mount a suppressor is going to be a hub industry standard sort of mounting option. For instance, this Galil that I have. So this I got from JMac Customs, essentially has this universal thread pitch that will fit directly on to a lot of these suppressors that if you take off any sort of thread to hub adapter. So companies like Otter Creek, Diligent Defense, even Huxworks now, they're making it to where you can direct thread it, or you can take that off. And now this is going to be a 1.375 pitch standard, universal standard, and now you can directly attach that onto that hub adapter and thread that on directly. So now you can use this can for any sort of 7.62 calibers. So you could use this on 5.56, you can use it on 7.62 by 39, 308, 6.5, 300 blackout, and so forth. So now you can utilize it on a lot of different platforms, not just that. The great thing about the hub adapters is you can lock it on pretty tight, and it shouldn't really lose your zero because you're essentially putting it to that pressure every single time, maintaining your zero. So it just has a lot better retention and consistency as opposed to the direct thread. Now let's say I wanted to use that can on my pin and welded dead air muzzle brake. So this is a proprietary muzzle brake that is a quick detach system for my Sandman S. So it does need a proprietary muzzle brake. It goes, it fits onto the Sandman S. Okay, just like that, I can lock it in. And that's always really nice because then you can just keep the muzzle device on and then take it off. So quick detach systems for the proprietary brake is awesome. But now let's say I don't want to be limited to just the dead air products. I can get the dead air hub adapter. Silencer Co. also makes their Bravo ASR mount. Griffin Armament, they make one for an A2 birdcage hub adapter. So now I can take this hub adapter for my Chemo muzzle brake, put it on there, and now I can use that same Diligent can and screw it over the hub threading. So now I can use my dead air can. So kind of cool little trick if you are looking to kind of broaden your horizons, if you have anything that has a shorter barrel with a pin and welded muzzle comp. So essentially the Griffin Armament one, it just kind of goes onto your bird cage muzzle device if you can't get it off, and then you can essentially use any sort of hub industry standard suppressor. So that's always really cool. So either get, direct thread, the muzzle, proprietary muzzle brake, or you can figure out how you can somehow do a hub adapter for that specific gun platform and so forth, whether that is a adapter or the actual muzzle device that you buy. I know I'm confusing all of you guys, hopefully not too much, but that's why you should stop in here and see me, and I will essentially help you with any of your mounting questions and so forth, finding you the right suppressor. The last one is going to be the tri-lug. So this one is just super easy. MP5s, they will more than likely come with a direct thread or a tri-lug adapter already on the platform, and then you will have like a tri-lug mounting system on your suppressor, and it's just quick detach. It goes on, you can push in, take it off. There you go. Super simple. You look really cool when you do it, and it also maintains zero for the most part. So awesome little system there, and you can get proprietary muzzle brakes that will be a tri-lug to fit your tri-lug mounting suppressor or so forth. So that's about it. The last thing that you might be wondering is, well, what about pistols? Pistols are really only going to be direct thread, except I believe Griffin Armament, they make like an easy brake to where it can be like a hub industry standard on like the pistol side. So you can put that on, or some pistol cans will have it to where you can buy a muzzle brake that will be then like a quick detach system. I know B&T makes one for like their TP9s, and then Griffin Armament makes one as well. So otherwise you're kind of stuck with just direct thread, and you could essentially maybe deviate that point of impact, but hopefully not too much if you get some really good practice with it. And then a lot of these pistol suppressors, this is the rugged Obsidian 45. It is modular. You can take off this top part so it's not super long. And then a lot of pistol suppressors will come with a piston booster because most of these pistols will have a sort of tilted barrel. Puts a lot of weight down on that, so you need the booster to essentially provide enough pressure to bring the slide back and actually cycle another round and boost the action. So couple of things going on with suppressors. I get it. It can be a little confusing at times, but it doesn't have to be. And honestly, it kind of just comes down to those 4 different mounting ways, and then the different muzzle brakes you might have to order and so forth to fit the suppressor that you want, that will fit all of your needs. So come on down if you are looking for a suppressor. We streamline everything in-house. We make it really simple. We try to keep a really good selection of products that you can actually feel the weight of, and have some really educated employees here that can help answer all of your questions. And the wait time currently is about 5 to 6 months. We are seeing a turnaround on those Form 4s. So give us a call, 719-683-2200. We're open Tuesday through Sunday, 9:30 to 4. Hopefully you guys all have a great weekend. Come down and see us. It's going to be warm, only $12 per person. Shoot all day at our public ranges. Also, when you buy a suppressor at Dragon Man's, while you wait, you get to use your suppressor at the range until your forms go through. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.